Hello, I'm Natasha Castellan and this is the Artist Chat Room. This is where I chat to you about my art, maybe your art, and arty kind of things. Today I have a sketchbox that I'm going to open up, so it's a bit of a sketchbox haul. This is a subscription I have. This is an unsponsored thing because I'm just a little small fry here on YouTube, and we're going to have a look what I got in the September sketchbox. So let's turn this around and have a look. So a Sketchbox is like a subscription you pay for once a month, and it comes to you usually at the beginning of the month, but I live in Australia, so it comes to me towards the middle of the month. It comes once a month. I have paid for it and I've done it for the last 3 years, and this will be my 3rd year at it. I have already opened it to have a little sneak peek, so I'm not going to pretend I haven't. So it comes beautifully wrapped like this. It's like getting a birthday present every month. That's actually how I feel, because my birthday's in the middle of the month. And it comes with, nicely wrapped with this little pamphlet that tells us about the products that are inside, any giveaways they might have. There's always a QR code that you can have a look at, and they have a fabulous artist who gives you a really detailed description on how to use the products. Sometimes I go to that and I think about trying to do what they do, and other times I just do my own thing, and then later on I go and have a look at it. So let's see what I've got today. So the first thing is this toned paper. I cannot pronounce this. I probably should have listened to the YouTube on it and practice saying this name, but it's toned paper. Let me just open it up. Can I open it up? Yeah, so we can have a little see what the paper's like. Okay, that's really nice. Lovely paper. It says, I believe it's cold pressed. When I had a little look at this, let's have a look what it says here about this particular paper. Yes, it is a cold pressed paper, and there's 10 sheets, and it's great for watercolor, and it's beige, and I do like it. I like when paper has a bit of a, it's not like having white paper. So I might leave this one fill out quickly, so I'll have that'll be my little practice sheet that I'll go to. Okay, so what else have I got here? I've got the signature Sketchbox signature woodless pastel pencils. Now let's see what this flyer says about them. It comes, the colors, these are made from compressed pigments with gum Arabic binder. They are harder than traditional pastel pencils, great. And that's on purpose to allow for more control in mark making. Great, I love that, because I actually love drawing with pastel pencils. When I go to my life drawing classes, ouch, oh darn it, look at that. Don't do what I just did. How am I going to open this and not get blood everywhere? I might have to press pause and get myself a little, little band-aid. Oh, I like these. Look at these. Okay, let's press pause and get a band-aid. I've had my grandkids around. So I've got a cute little band-aid. So let's have a look at these. I do like the feel of them. Actually, they feel lovely just even in my hands. So the colors, this one I believe is the kale. Yes, it says kale. Oh, look at that. Lovely. It's a nice color. So the next one I've got is umber. Oh, that's nice and dark. Look at that. That's really lovely. And then we have the terracotta. They're a lot more subtle. Even this kale, it's and this terracotta, they're quite subtle, the colors. I like them. Mustard, platinum. I think this one's platinum. Yes. Oh, this is their version of white or light. I like that. And then we have olive. This is the olive one. I suppose some olives are that color, but some olives are also this kale color. This is what I mean, they're quite subtle there. And mustard. Oh, another light. Okay, so we have what we have, just looking at this tonally, is we have 3 darks and 3 lights. The warm colors are obviously the terracotta and the mustard, but also these greens are a warm green, and the umber is kind of in the middle. What else did I get? I got this lovely Sketchbox signature. It's called a tri-wedge brush. Can I open it? I've got double problems because I don't normally have my nails done, but I had a wedding, so my nails are done, so I can't use my hands the way I normally do, and I've got this issue now that I've cut myself. So this brush is specially shaped to allow for both precise details, not precious, and to be able to work in the tip. Oh, I like that. Can you see that? There we go. Very nice. It's kind of yeah, nice little point it has there, which I'll have a go with in a minute. We also always get a sticker, which I sometimes put on my sketchbooks, and a limited edition of these, again, that same brand that I can't pronounce, that's in the paper. No, it isn't. Start again. It's a Schminke. Sorry, I'm kind of reading this while I'm looking at this, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. And what we have, this is a custom curated set of liquid earth, liquid charcoal, and liquid earth and liquid charcoal, but there's 3. So what have we got? We have got the colors. Wow. Chalk, cherry charcoal, and sanguine. Sanguine, obviously. Chalk and cherry charcoal. That's his cherry charcoal, chalk, and sanguine, I think. I think I have to, I'm going to leave what I just said here because it was funny and it was all wrong. That is obviously charcoal. That is obviously chalk, and for a sanguine color, I suppose it'll be this one. So I'm going to get some water and get this brush and have a little play with these as well. I feel like every week or every time I speak to you guys, I say how I have trouble talking. I actually do have trouble talking. Have dyslexia, and sometimes the words in my head are not the words that come out of my mouth, which is very annoying, very difficult when you're a teacher, when I teach at the art school. But I always let them know that this is an issue I have, and most people are very understanding and patient. So I'll get another one out to see what I think of this. Okay, so let's go from the lightest. Oh, I cannot see that. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what I think of this. I'll have to let it dry before I make up my mind about that one. These are all natural pigments. So this one is, that one was the chalk, and this one is the sanguine. Very raw sienna-ish, terracotta-ish, quite nice. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Let's go. Quite nice, I like that. And the last one is this, I'm wondering why they call it cherry charcoal. No, cherries are red. Yeah, red, purpley red. This one, this holds water, this color holds the water really well. This charcoal is, I feel like it, you can feel it's charcoal. Maybe I just needed more water in there. Let's mix some of these colors together. Okay. That's between these two. Let's get some of this one in here. Okay, and then what do I think of this one? Not that much different. Not that much different. Let's see all three colors together. Okay. So here's the thing. I did this little swatch, and then I did this swatch, and then I started to draw on a new piece, and I thought I had filmed it, but I did not film it, and I am not able to continue to do another one because tomorrow I go to Adelaide and I've got lots of things to do. But I'll just talk to you about how this went. These little, the charcoal, the, oh, what color was this again? Let me have a quick look. The sanguine and the chalk left a very kind of gritty background here, which made it really lovely for the pastel pencils to draw on. It's not my thing. These colors, these muted colors are not my thing. Maybe I'd like it more on white. I'm not sure. I think they would be great for me to take to life drawings. I love to, these is what I love. I really like these. I'm going to give that a go at life drawing because I always, towards the end, do a portrait. And I think these would be a lot easier to work with. I am interested in maybe using these as a watercolor alternative in my life drawings, just to see how that would work. And I will probably have a go when I do that next time and take this brush and this paper, because why not? While doing this, I had a great desire to pull out my Neo colors and my colored pencils and brighten it up and make it a little bit more cheerful. Some people would love this kind of colors. It's not my thing, but that's okay. Anyway, I just thought I'd add this in, and I do apologize. Oh yes, as I did that, I thought I'll do this little eye to see what I think of it, which I also thought I filmed, but I did not. I hope you enjoyed looking inside my September sketchbox. Actually, the more I'm looking at this, the more I think it's okay. It's not really my cup of tea, but you know, it's okay. As I said, I love these. What I love about receiving Sketchbox is I get to try out different materials that I would otherwise not be trying out. And that has been a positive thing. It also gets me out of my comfort zone. This was definitely out of my comfort zone, but that's what art is about. Will this challenge me to do something more? I don't know. I'll have a few goes at it. Whether I continue using it the way they have recommended in the with these underneath it, I don't know. But I do, while I was doing this, I did feel like I wanted to get my coloured pencils onto it. I felt like I wanted to get neo colours onto it. So I feel like it would be great as a mixed media things with some other kind of materials. Great background. I like to do things like with some darkness, and that was really nice to have a bit of darkness there. That bird wasn't a great success. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys have had a great week. I haven't been very creative in the last 2 weeks. I've just been drawing when I go to the art school and my students are drawing or painting. I'll get out my sketchbooks. I've had a house full of people for the last 2 weeks. In fact, this morning I got rid of, no, that's an awful way to say it, but the last of the people staying with us is gone. My husband and I literally moved into my art room. His desk is there with the computer on it. He works 2 days a week from home. We had a bed over there, and then he's put a single bed right here where the chair is. So we've kind of been sleeping here because when the house is full, I don't want anyone else in my art room. And so we move into the art room, and he obviously doesn't want anyone on his computer. When I say anyone, I'm talking about little kids. I am now rambling. I don't need to ramble. I hope you have a great creative week. I will be flying to Adelaide tomorrow, so hopefully I may or may not get some footage down there because my daughter has had a little baby and I'm there to help with that. So don't know if I'll be drawing much, but hey, let's see how we go. I'll see you in a fortnight. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, give me a thumbs up. And yes, there was just a minute. So last week I asked what city people are from, and there was a Lisa from California. So hello Lisa from California. And I also asked what do people like to draw, and Beck or Rebecca from Bangladesh, she said that she likes to look down from tall buildings and draw what she can see from up there. I thought that was really interesting. I don't have that opportunity to look down. Maybe I should find an opportunity to be able to do that, but they would make for some interesting compositions. So let me know what city you're from if you're watching this. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe, that'd be great, and I'll see you in a fortnight. Bye now.